welcome to my channel. So today we'll talk about the anastomosis around the scapula. So this is a high yield topic. You will get a long question, a short note, or maybe you can be asked in the Viva table. So let's start with the anastomosis around the scapula. So what do you mean by anastomosis? Anastomosis means connection. Okay. So what is the help of that connection? The connection is due to the arterial anastomosis provide a collateral circulation through which the blood can flow to the limb when the distal part of the subclavian artery and the proximal part of the axillary artery is blocked. So we know the continuation of the subclavian artery is axillary artery. So for the prevention of the blockage of the distal part of the subclavian artery and the proximal part of the axillary artery, this collateral circulation or this anastomosis is made. So we will find the two type of anastomosis here, around the body of the scapula and around the acromion process. I hope you know what is the body of the scapula and what is the acromion process. If you don't know till now, then please go and check the video of the scapula. Okay, so the anastomosis around the body of the scapula. So we know in the body there are three fascias, right? That is subscapular fossa, supraspinatus fossa and infraspinous fossa. So subscapular fossa, supraspinatus fossa and infraspinatus fossa, you already know this three fossas location. So you will get this anastomosis around these three fossas. So what are the three arteries which anastomose here? First is the suprascapular artery. Suprascapular artery is a branch of the thyrocervical trunk. Transverse cervical artery, the deep branch of the transverse cervical artery, is a branch of the thyrocervical trunk. And the circumflex scapular artery is a branch of the subscapular artery which arises from the third part of the axillary artery. So the thyrocervical trunk, it originates from the subclavian artery. So I will show you now the picture. So this is the anastomosis around the body. As I said you that the thyrocervical trunk arises from the first part of the subclavian artery. So this is the first part of the subclavian artery where you will get the thyrocervical trunk. So the thyrocervical trunk, the branches I have said you, first is that the deeper branch of the transverse cervical artery, as you can see this one is the first one, and the second one is that the branches are the suprascapular artery. So this one is the suprascapular artery. So this is the another anastomosis, and the next one is that circumflex scapular artery. So the circumflex scapular artery, as it has been said to you that it is a branch of the third part of the axillary artery. So the axillary artery gives branches such as the circumflex scapular artery. So these three arteries, the thyrocervical trunk, the branch of the thyrocervical trunk, that is the suprascapular and the deep branch of the transverse cervical artery, and the circumflex scapular artery makes the anastomosis around the body of the scapula. So moving into the next part, what is that? The anastomosis around the acromion process. So in the acromion process, we will get the second part of the axillary artery, the first part of the subclavian artery, and the third part of the axillary artery. So first one is the acromion branch of the thoracoacromial artery, the acromial branch of the suprascapular artery, the acromial branch of the posterior circumflex humeral artery. So first one is that acromion branch of the thoracoacromial artery. So here this is the acromion process. So this is the thoracoacromial artery which arises from the second part of the axillary artery. So this is the thoracoacromial artery which arises here, and this is the acromial branch of the thoracoacromial artery. The second one is that from the posterior circumflex humeral artery we will get another branch. So this is the another branch, that is the acromial branch of the posterior circumflex humeral artery. So these two are done, And the last one is that the acromion branch from the suprascapular artery. So we have said you that the suprascapular artery is a branch from the thyrocervical trunk. So thyrocervical trunk in return is the branch from the first part of the subclavian artery. So this is the thyrocervical trunk. From here the suprascapular artery one branch came, and here the anastomosis was in the body, and the other branches is in the acromion process. So these three branches makes the anastomosis around the acromion processes. So this is the anastomosis around the body, this is the anastomosis around the acromion process. So I hope this is clear to you. So if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Telegram. Thank you.